Good day, everyone. I hope that you are well. This question is particularly directed to the IFP MPL Dr. Biela. Dr. Biela, if we look at the 2021 local government elections, one of the things that stands out is the low voter turnout. That in most of the voting districts, the turnout was less than 50%, meaning that the local government is led by minority governments in a sense that the minority of the people voted for them instead of the majority of the people. That's the first part. But I want us to look at that election in terms of war, how what it means in terms of war if you consider the fact that the ANC got 4,548 seats in the local governments across the country. The DA got 1,497 seats. The IFP got 545 seats. The EFF got 982 seats. And the Freedom Front Plus got 221 seats. Now, if we were consider these to be fighting men of war who can decide at any time to use their numbers to destroy the lesser people. So can you see that as the IFP would only have 545 soldiers, but the ANC would have 4,548 soldiers who are paid by the state as councillors. We need to consider these things. So in relation to that, why were the scouts closed? Because if we are talking about quality over quantity, if we are going to make that argument that maybe the 545 IFP can defeat the 4,548 ANC, then we are talking about quality over quantity. Are we in the IFP ensuring that people still get military preparedness and preparedness to deal with nature, such as the Boy Scouts, for example? Because I do not see the Boy Scouts anymore. Maybe it's because I'm in Durban. Maybe in Durban we don't do that. Maybe in the rural areas they still do it. Now, of course, I didn't look at the number of votes because it is impossible to tell who voted for who because of the secrecy principle in elections. Because now, if they got more seats, it means that they voted for by more seats, meaning that they would have more people to support their war effort should any war break out along political lines, along political party lines. So those are the kinds of things that we should be considering, Mr. Biela, Dr. Biela, I mean, Honorable Biela, and see how we can protect ourselves from people who might decide at any time to use their numbers to dominate us. Of course, you might ask yourself, why is Phakathi speaking like this? This is actually what political realism says. It says we must consider all the situations in their worst case scenario and consider human beings as fundamentally bad. That somehow maybe someone in the ANC has already had that thought to say, let us eliminate these people because we are many so that we don't have competition in the future, so that these 545 seats will come to us instead of going to the IFP because there will be no IFP if we eliminate them. So I'm just saying those things, particularly with the return of the MK into politics, people who are trained to take over a country through military means. So what are their views about opposition parties? Because we also understand that in the military there is a culture of hierarchy and a culture of order, a culture of obeying. Uh, but of course, we have another option, Mr. Honorable Biela, to trust the institutions. That if people decide to do that, then we'll report them to the police, and then there would be the intelligence to intercept such plans, and then they would be arrested, and then the court can take its due processes. So it's up to you, Mr. Honorable Biela, whether you go with a realist response and start training Boy Scouts, or maybe trying to get funding from the municipalities which are still operational to re-establish the Boy Scouts, so that we are prepared for any eventuality, particularly should the ANC start thinking in a warlike manner.